Hey friends, this is the true week 3 update. I'll give highs, lows, and what's next. Try to keep it to 5 minutes, but that's becoming harder than I thought it was going to be. So this past week I was at a work conference and they used an app called Hoova to do all of their agenda. You could look at the presentations. No watch support. So I could pull it up on my Mac, which was handy that I had, but not as handy as potentially having your phone in front of you or maybe it being on your wrist. So that was inconvenient. Some other inconveniences, not all places accept Apple Pay, which also, real quick, I think I previously mentioned that I have not used Apple Pay in the past or used like any sort of like Apple Wallet for payment because I don't want to have a passcode. But with the way the Apple Watch works, it's actually really freaking convenient. So I have been carrying my wallet around more. I'd gotten to a pretty bad habit of not carrying that with me. But yeah, now there's this inconvenience of not being able to just pay with my watch. So trade-offs. So still carrying the wallet, which I have to because of a license. But man, once a digital license comes around, that'd be pretty sweet. We went to lunch this past Sunday, and the place that we went to, you could only get on the wait list if you scanned a QR code. You know, I thought QR codes were dying. I remember when I first came across QR codes many moons ago. I thought they were awesome. I think we all thought they were, maybe not everyone, but they seemed like a really cool idea. And then I feel like they just kind of tapered off and now they're back. Maybe COVID had a lot to do with that, with restaurants and their menus. I feel like people are really embracing the QR code again. So we'll see how big of an inconvenience that continues to be. And then really the last thing that's been a pretty inconvenient item the past week or so is group messaging. So whenever there's a group message that starts just really going off, there's something to talk about. It's very difficult to get kind of lost in what's going on or not be able to reply fast enough if you're trying to make sure that your voice to text message makes sense. You just lose a lot and it takes a while. So Mondays and Fridays is when I work from home, and so I would say that my group messaging is 1,000 times better, but not the end of the world, just difficult. I will say that I'm kind of disappointed in the messaging app on the watch. So on your phone, you can pin group messages, you can have icons. It's really easy to see which message thread belongs to who. But on the watch, they forewent that, and it's just the name and maybe the latest message. So, not the greatest. Maybe we'll see some additional support as maybe people embrace the larger Ultra screen. I think a lot of this is only feasible on the Ultra with that slightly larger screen size. Something else that has been inconvenient is I have not found GroupMe and WhatsApp support. Kind of goes into the group message inconvenience earlier of not being able to reply to things, but overall having to rely on my computer for GroupMe or my iPad for GroupMe has been I miss a lot. So maybe at the end of the day something's gone on, it's just too late. Same thing with WhatsApp. We use it for a soccer chat at work, so I just don't. If I don't see it while I'm at home, then I'm gonna miss it. So I've been looking to see what other messaging apps are out there. I saw that Telegram has Nanogram, which I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. My Apple iPhone Nano name that I kind of coined a couple weeks ago. Maybe not so original. So I'll do some more research on messaging, and I still have a lot to look into as far as texting goes. Check out the last video for a major hurdle in not being able to send and receive text messages. So that's it for this week. We'll catch you in the next one.